I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Get it! Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat! Check! Get it!
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following and pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Now here's Stroud on third down. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Texans at 2-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start this...
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Evans here. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break the tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Cup 19! Cup 19! 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
First and 10, it's Pierce. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker,
down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
for a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Well, this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Williams is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
But you look at this Bronco defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Broncos.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. That is caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Stroud. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And got his man, is caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. And they'll try to run the option here. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit.
Williams loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Stingley elects not to bring it out, so they'll start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On fourth down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Stroud. That's complete to Pierce. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
70 Rangers. Bronco 80. Warriors 70, 18, Pioneers.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. Flushed out right. But I think the ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. There he goes, left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And a catch right side by Evans. And they get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Stroud to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready, ready.
Stroud out of the gun here. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Let's go now. Mustang 19.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Able to find Higgins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 5.
19 Lion. Check it, check it.
Here's Stroud. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Stroud off the play fake. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground and run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd down and 6 now. This is Samuel. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Stingley elects not to bring it out, so they'll start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Cup 19.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, you have no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hurt, 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, go.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Again, it's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Stroud's throw taken in by Evans here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
If this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen, here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Here goes Stroud again. Brevin Jordan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And a lane slowly materializing there as they'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. Second and 9. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On the counter, here's Williams. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, "He's on point this entire game."
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Now they're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. They'll drop to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Texans are right back in this football game.
Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome.
Drop 60, drop 60.
On first down, here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Pat the street. Pat the street. 60 average. 60 average.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Past the 20. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock, too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, check that. Street.
Again, it's Pierce. And this time he is in for a Houston touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, as I said, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end. But a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people who can...
Yeah, I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus.
soon as he touched down, run the money up. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough, and I'm taking another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stunner. I done up a bunch of them, this what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me, 4-5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever, she won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling but off, been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't